So today we have with us Pratham Kumar, who was recommended for TES 46 in his first attempt from 17 SSB Bangalore. Congratulations, Pratham.
Thank you so much.
Can you share with us a little bit about your experience at SSB Bangalore?
Yeah, definitely. So the reporting was on 3rd of Jan and 397 people reported. I was definitely very nervous since it was my first SSB. So since 397 people reported and my first OIR didn't go that well, I thought, okay, now I have two options. Either to cry on that first OIR or to perform exceptionally well in the second one and do good PPDT. So I chose the second option definitely. So in the second OIR, I did around 45 questions and all were correct. I was sure that all were correct. And then there was a picture shown to us in which there was a boy who was holding a pencil. So I made a picture. I made a story around organizing a cricket match. So I organized it and I narrated well. Although in between the officer told me, okay, next. I was like, okay, next. Why he stopped me while narrating the story? But I was like, okay, no problem. I'll participate better in the GD. So I also participated. I took the group forward. I still remember there was a chess number 144 who told me that why are you taking the group forward? Why are you doing that? But you don't need to get down or don't get jogged up by that because there were many people. 397, not all are your friends, all are your competitors definitely. Then after getting cleared, the psychology test, definitely the psychology test. I would rather say that the psychology booklet provided here in the Baalnoi Academy helped me a lot since there are many photos, many pictures and you can make story around it. For example, there are for civil candidates, female candidates, male candidates. You don't need to look at the female, civil or male. Just see the picture, write a story and just like increase your speed and all. It definitely helps a lot. Then after like WW80, here we were told by Parolam that always have a positive approach. So yeah, at every point of time, whichever word was shown to me, I always tended to have like a positive. If I write a sentence, it will only be positive. Out of 60 W80s, I attended 59, and I still remember one word which I didn't wrote. It was dames. I didn't know the meaning of dames, so I left it out. So
it's in the Baalnoi booklet.
Yeah, I know it's in the Baalnoi booklet. I got a dames, but I'm not able to do it. Then coming on to SRTs, most of them are very similar. For example, but SRTs, I would like to say that. Just have a very normal approach. Don't be a superhero. Be a very normal person who will do very normal and practical things. For example, there was one SRT I would like to specially add on that one is giving his college exams. He got SSB call up and he has to do something dash 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 dash. Very simple. Call up doesn't mean you have SSB tomorrow or day after tomorrow. No, it doesn't mean that. So firstly, I wrote like gave his college exam, got good marks in it, went for SSB, got recommended. That's it. Just stay very practical about it. So I still remember out of 60 SRTs, I did around 47 to 48. I was like, okay, good. I performed well. Then the third day came. It was GTO day 1 and GTO day 1, my topics for JD were, the first topic was ki India is becoming a superpower, tell us why. And the leads were defense potential, youth and economy. So everyone except me chose youth and economy, but I chose defense potential just because it was discussed in the Baalnoi Academy. So I knew all the points. I put it all forward one by one, and I stick to that lead for around 5 to 10 minutes. Then it was told that if you want to change, you can change your lead. So at around 7th or 8th minute, I chose like, okay, now I have spoken enough on defense potential. Now I'll combine all the leads and spoke on it. Then I spoke on it. Then after that, there was second GD, and second GD was that youth is becoming depressed day by day. Tell us why. I said, okay, yeah, youth is becoming depressed. So the leads were peer pressure, friends pressure or self pressure. So everyone thought that they'll see on peer pressure, parents pressure and peer pressure. But I chose self pressure. There was a guy, I remember chess number 5 gave us the point that in the movie 3 Idiots, Farhan was told by his parents to pursue engineering, but he wanted to do wildlife photography. So I said, gentlemen, that isn't the case. If he would have convinced his parents earlier, he would have definitely been doing wildlife photography. Why he took it to the end? So that's why you need to conquer it. You need to tell your point with like contradicting the other's point, because you can't go against the group. You have to go with the group. That's my GD went good. Then came the PGT and HGT. PGT and HGT was a lot help, but definitely in PGT you'll think that my groupmates are not letting me speak. How will I come forward? Definitely there'll be one or two guys who just want to climb up. They just want to go forward. They've been told in their academy to go forward. It's not like that. If you have your point, the GTO will definitely listen. He'll make you stop. For example, mine was chess number 9. He told me that, okay, everyone stop chess number 9. Do you have an idea? I said, yeah, I have an idea. They said, tell. And just remember, if he's putting pressure on you, that means you're doing good. Just remember that, because many people lose focus on it. And every time, even I remember the command task I was doing, and they asked, gentlemen, how much time do you think you'll able to do command task? I said, sir, it'll be under 10 minutes. They said, okay, are you sure? Yes, sir, I'm sure. Then he told me to call two subordinates. I shouted chest number 2 and chest number 5, I want you here. I called my subordinates, explained them the task. And in middle he was saying, Pratham, chest number 9, it is taking so much time to you. You said 10 minutes, 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. I said, sir, I'm doing, just don't create pressure on me. Then I did command task, and in the end he said, you took 13 minutes and 27 seconds. I was like, oh, that was very like a large amount of time, because I thought I'll complete under 10 minutes. So I got depressed. I was like, what am I doing this day? My individual obstacles. And yeah, coming to the individual obstacle, the group obstacle race, I would like to say that the most important thing is just shout your war cry and take your group forward. It's not like that the one person who falls, you won't pick him up. No, please pick him up and then go with the group, because if you don't pick him up, then definitely you're losing on a lot of points as a group. The whole group can become wash out. So just take the group and just shout your war cry. Our war cry, I still remember, it was Vande Mataram. The other group's war cry was Durga Mata Ki Jai, and third one was Bharat Mata Ki Jai. We chose Vande Mataram because it was short and crisp, and since our energies were used more in the group obstacle race, so war cry should be less, so we chose Vande Mataram. Then I got hurt in my lower abdomen, and it was paining while I was doing individual obstacle. So I still remember I did around 5 to 6 obstacles, and I was like, oh my God, it's paining. Like while doing the Tarzan swing, it was very paining and it started bleeding. I said, I'll do the obstacle. I did around 6 to 7 obstacles, and I said, I only did 6 to 7 obstacles. The GT officer scolded me, command task, how will I get recommended? Then on that day, I didn't call my parents. I just called my mother and I said, I'm getting conference out, because I did very bad. I created a ruckus on day 4. I thought, then I just went to my accommodation and slept. Next day, like we were all, I was not in a very good mood. I woke up, took bath and all, got fresh, and we were waiting for the conference. And conference, I got around 102 fever. Then I still remember the name, Colonel Amit Dua. Amit Dua gave us the briefing of the conference, and then rang the conference bell and the conference started. Just number 1 went in, he went out. I was like, wow, what a fast. Either he would definitely get recommended or he would definitely not get recommended. So he was not recommended. Then came the second. Then my chest number was 9. So I was thinking that why is my number not coming? Chest number 8 came out and he like, it's 10 minutes. What are they discussing about? I was like, might be something. Chest number 8 might get recommended. Then my turn came, and when you see the panel of all the brigadiers and colonels in the uniform, you get goosebumps. You just don't know what to speak. Then I was told in Baalnoi that just greet the officer. So I just said, good morning, sir. I greeted the Colonel Amit Dua. He said, please sit down. Then he started asking me SRTs. In SRTs, I would like to say that just be practical, because if you lose your practicality, you lose the conference. That's it. And trust the process. Just trust the process. There are many things that will come and many things that will go, but that's why. So I conquered all the SRTs. He said that if you take a group to an expedition, how will you plan it? Then I said, first of all, sir, I'll have my mobile phones. I'll take everyone's mobile phone. Then I'll see who all are coming with us. I'll make a list of that. Then I'll take ropes with me if someone's cycle gets stuck, since cycle is the only vehicle provided here. Then fourth, I said that we'll take medical facilities also, since if someone gets injured, we'll provide him with first aid. So that's all I did. He was like, okay, now tell me, how will you call a person? Because sir, since I told you we are carrying cell phones, we can call each other both. Then he said, to conquer my statement, he said, okay, now you're not carrying phones. That means I was performing good. That's why he increased the difficulty. So I said, no problem, sir. I told you we are carrying purse. We can put 2-3 coins in the telephone. PCOS nearby, there are 7 PCOS, because he didn't know how many PCOS are there. I can tell him, I was very confident that, sir, there are PCOS and I will call them. We'll say, okay, now there are no PCOS, how will you call them? And sir, the lake is only 2 kilometers away. One of us can cycle through and call over. So that tells me how you can, like, to one question there are many answers. And then he said, okay, gentlemen, now you can go. I was like, I was satisfied with the conference, but still I knew I won't get recommended. I thought I won't get recommended. Then come the recommended, and only 3 of us got recommended. Chest number 5, chest number 9, that was me, and chest number 22. And it was a lovely experience after that, filling all the forms and all, just all the memories passing by.
It's wonderful to hear. Thank you for the insight. And how was your experience here at Baalnoi?
It was great. I still remember that there was one day, it was 10th of December, that we were roaming around all the academies. We were like, I just need one academy, since because my NDA SSB was coming and TES SSB was also coming. So I was like, okay, I have to focus on SSB, and I want a proper guidance. So I went to Gurugram first, one academy. I said, nah, I'm not feeling that good about it. Then I went to some other academy in Delhi only. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling good about it. Then it was around 2 p.m. and I went to Baalnoi, and I was like, yeah, okay, I should join it. Then my course started on 12th of December. It was Sunday, and Major HS Kalsi briefed us about it. How I still remember that class. If you give a statement, you have to say how, why, everything should be prepared. So I was like, yeah, I will start it. So The first day itself, we were provided with the booklet, set of booklets, psychology booklet, GTO, tasks, interviewing techniques, everything. I read the booklet thoroughly. I read everything about it, all the pictures, the WATs, I practiced everything. Then after that, the second day we practiced OIRs, psychologies, everything. It was so wonderful, and the best part was that the confidence of everyone got so much increased because we were told that okay, now stand here, narrate your story, or like discuss your story and lecture it. Everything was so good that it increased self-confidence and public speaking skills. So yeah, that helped a lot. Even in the GTO, we were provided with a similar structure that were in 17 SSB, my SSB Bangalore. So I practiced. I knew that if I could make a cantilever, I can cross through. And in GTO, he asked me very similar questions like, how will you make? There was a guy who was around 70 to 80 kg. So to make him cross, definitely you would require a lot of ropes and all, because it wasn't stable. So I got to know a technique of making a cantilever, so I can place a plank and get that person cross through. So I definitely helped a lot. Then at the last day, we were shown the individual obstacles. Thank God I was shown the individual obstacles, because if I wouldn't have been shown, I wouldn't have been able to do more than 2 or 3. So I practiced all of that in my home also. And that's all. It went exceptionally well. And definitely I would like to add on the briefing that was given here by everyone. The same briefing is being given in the SSB, and that helps a lot, because if you know what is being given to you, definitely there's nothing more coming to you. That's the best thing.
Great. And just the last question.
Yeah.
What is the one advice you have to give aspirants, especially those who are coming up for TES 47 and onwards now?
For TES 47, everyone who's coming for TES 47, be it female entry, SSC, like every entry, I would like to say that there might be a point in all the 5 days that you will think that okay, I don't think I'll get recommended, or this thing didn't go as planned. How will I go about it? Don't get jogged down, because if you are getting pinned down by the IU or the GTO, that means you're performing exceptionally well. I've been through that. In my third day, I thought, yeah, my interview lasted 1 hour and 30 minutes. Everyone else got out in 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Why my interview went so long? And he also said that I won't recommend you. That means I'm doing not good, something that people are doing that I'm not doing. But don't get bogged down. Be yourself, stay positive, and enjoy your days, because those 5 days they're like exceptionally well. And just I would like to say that always now prepare yourself for the next day, because since I was told that at the night, I always used to prepare what I have to do the next day. That's it. Enjoy your day and you will do great. That's it.
Thank you so much. Congratulations and all the best for your journey ahead.
Thank you so much.